Bubblegum Simulator Infinity is coming soon, and there are tons of confirmed details on leaks. If you don't already know, the original developers of Bubblegum Simulator are making a sequel, and it's going to be amazing with unique gameplay mechanics and more. So today I'll be going over everything you need to do before Bubblegum Simulator Infinity releases. And most people don't do all these things because it's not really obvious information, but it's all really helpful. And again, I'll be going over everything you need to be prepared in this video, so stick around to the end. So first, I'll go over everything you need to do to be prepared for when the game releases, and then I'll be going over all the game info we know so far, which is all really interesting. But yeah, so the first thing to prepare, you should learn all the leaks and information we have so far about BGSI. We have a lot of information about BGSI, from the gameplay mechanics to the pet systems, progression, how the whole economy will work, and even the trading system, and much more. I could go on for like 5 minutes, but all these things are essential to know to basically have a head start when the game releases. Most people don't actually know all the leaks and information because the developers Isaac, Silently, and Fenner, they only post leaks through Discord messages. And yeah, so the next thing you should be doing is you should play the original BGS to kind of get the feel of the game back and be ready for the gameplay mechanics of BGSI, and maybe even buy some of the original Bubblegum Simulator game passes, because one of the confirmed features in BGSI is that there's going to be perks in the new game for having game passes from the original game. They'll actually be doing this for both BGS and also Pet Catchers 2, which is Rumble Studios' other old game. So if you have any game passes from either Bubblegum Simulator or Pet Catchers, then you'll already have some perks on release. Another similar thing is that if you can, you should try and save up some money or Robux to make sure you have enough to buy all the items and game passes you want once the game releases, and that's if you're planning to spend Robux. If you're not planning to spend any money on BGSI though, then don't worry, because the devs have already confirmed the game will not be that pay to win, and at least much less than the original BGS, and most of the purchases will be just cosmetic and stuff like that. Personally, I am saving up Robux to buy all the things I can to get ahead, but again, it's totally optional and you shouldn't really worry about it or go out of your way to get money for the game. The next thing you should do, if you haven't already, is join the Rumble Studios Roblox group. Just like BGS, there will definitely be in-game rewards and perks for being in the group, so you might as well do it now before the game is out. Besides which, being in the Rumble Studios group will notify you whenever there's a major update from the group shout, and they even sometimes put in-game codes on the group shout too. Some of the perks examples for being in the group for the original Bubblegum Simulator were that you could just claim extra coins every day from a group chest, and you also got a special title. Another similar thing is that you should definitely follow all the Rumble Studios socials, like their Twitter for codes and their YouTube channel for notifications for trailers and stuff like that. Obviously for the exact same reason as just joining the Roblox group, which is to stay updated with all the game information as best as possible. But the most important thing to do, which I kind of mentioned briefly in the start of the video, is that you should really join the Rumble Studios Discord server. As I said before, the developers Isaac, Silently, and Fenner, they've revealed all the BGSI leaks so far just in the BGS chat of their Discord server. Although once the game is out, they'll definitely reveal information in better ways. It's still super useful to join. And now the final thing you should do, which I personally think is the most important and easiest way to stay updated with all the new info once Bubblegum Simulator Infinity releases, is to subscribe to any BGSI news YouTubers and even join community Discords for the game to really become a part of the community and make sure you never miss a thing. Personally, for my channel, this is my second ever video, and up until the game releases, I'm posting all the updated leaks, and once the game does release, I'll be making update videos and tutorials and guides on everything. And I'm probably biased, but I think YouTube tutorials are really useful for simulator games. But yeah, if you're already watching this far, you might as well subscribe. And now for all the general game information, just in case you don't already know it, and then after that I'll go over all new leaks since my last video. But yeah, so a short summary of what BGSI is, it's just a sequel to Bubblegum Simulator. Bubblegum Simulator was a really fun classic game on Roblox, and if you played between 2018 to 2020, then you have definitely played it or heard of it. BGSI is going to be a completely remade version with tons of new features and improvements on all the original game's features. Now for a quick summary of how the gameplay and progression will work. BGSI is changing a lot from BGS in terms of how players actually advance in the game. Unlike BGS, where players could just go from one world to the next without grinding too much, progression is now going to be tied to more things like rockets, cannons, and other new mechanics instead of just showing you the next island. Pets are still obviously going to be one of the biggest parts of the game, but they're completely changing how pets work, which will make the economy really different. We're basically going to have a much more advanced crafting system that lets players modify and upgrade their pets in super unique ways. The economy is also going to be different with new trading features like more security, and they're also removing world-specific currencies, which was a main feature of the original game, and instead we're just going to be using coins throughout the entire game. One completely new thing is that they're adding mini games. One specific minigame is that you'll be able to race other players, and there will also be leaderboards for this, and all leaderboards in the game are going to be seasonal, so anyone will always have a chance to get on them. But for all the game information I mentioned in the past few minutes, I actually made an entire video about all this, going completely in depth, so if you want to know more for any of these things, I'll leave a card in the top corner of the screen to that video. But since the last video, there have been tons of new leaks and updates to talk about. First thing is that they uploaded a ton more developer products to the gameplays, which will also leave a link to the gameplays in the description. But if we go to the store page and click developer products over here, we can see all these different things that will be sold in the game, kind of giving you a glimpse into what the game will be like. One example over here is that we will obviously be able to buy currencies like gems. Anyway, the next thing is kind of bad news. The game might actually be delayed. Now, I didn't mention it in the video so far, but BGSI is actually supposed to have a trailer come out by the end of the month. And with no new leaks since the beginning of the month, after Isaac said he will be much more active, it's pretty clear that they've fallen behind on production, but there is no confirmed release date yet. Originally, BGSI was actually supposed to release in December for Christmas, but they decided they didn't want to rush the game, so that just shows we've already had delays before and may have delays again. I'll be sure to update you guys on this, and once the trailer comes out, which if they follow the plan will be sometime this week, then I'll make a video covering everything in the trailer as soon as it releases. So yeah, that's basically everything we need to do and everything we need to know before Bubblegum Simulator Infinity releases. Again, I probably said it like 5 times, but I'll be updating you guys on everything, and this is my brand new BGSI channel, so if you enjoyed and found it informative, please like and subscribe so we can get this brand new channel in the algorithm and to 1,000 subscribers before the summer. But yeah, that's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.